champions this year than Judd Trump. Since losing in the quarterfinals 12 months ago, he's won 6
Thank you.
titles.
The first frame, Stephen Maguire to break.
Steve Maguire, as we heard, has had his mishap out in China. But I guess today he's literally looking to put the boot in. Be an interesting match this. I guess Maguire's expectations have had to be lowered because of the injury, but he's a great competitor. Trump's coming here a little bit jet lagged. There's the boot I was talking about that he's got to wear because he fractured his ankle. Yeah, Trump's coming here a little jet lagged. Only had 4 hours at home yesterday. Straight up the road to Coventry. Well, no sign of jet lag there. Lovely pot.
1.
In first prizes alone in the last 12 months, he's earned 1.195 million. So basically 1.2 million just in first prizes.
Yeah, the one thing Judd's got to do, and he will do, he won't pay any attention to Stephen's injury. He'll just get on with his own job.
4.
Yeah, even early on, just lazy power, I always call it. This cloth is just is bedded in beautifully this week. Both players, I would think, will enjoy this match. See there again, just glides down the table, doesn't it? A cue ball perfectly on the red.
8.
Little cannon to follow.
Nine.
This table is like fast, as we've seen already this week. It's quicker than the one he played on last week in Yushan, but he seems to have adjusted immediately. And yes, he came home jet lag.
24.
So that's not gone to plan.
Judd Trump, 24.
Well, Steve Maguire, a real trooper. He was never going to miss this, despite his obvious injury. The comparison, though, is 30 years ago, Alex Higgins won the Irish Masters, having broken his ankle. He spent a couple of tournaments hopping around, and against Stephen Hendry, I was watching it this morning on YouTube. You could see he was limping, but he was also as tough as they come, and he won that final 9-8 at Goffs.
Yeah, Stephen Maguire used the word, didn't he, in his little pre-match chat, the word fight. That's what he's all about. Won't be giving anything up today. I say, Judd will be taking nothing for granted.
Their 10th between them is close. It's 10-8 to Trump, but Trump has won 6 of the last 7 meetings, so in recent times he's had the upper hand.
See, this is the type of situation where Judd's improved massively. He senses the danger of the red just left of the blue, so he knows it's imperative he gets this red thin, but he's also aware if he gets it thin, it's possible it could glance the other one and end up over the left corner. I understand why he's taking his time on it. Yeah, great shot. Very good.
Yeah, that's what's changed over the years for Trump. The all-round game has become so solid. So in every department now, he's really reliable, and that's hence he's world number one. He's world champion. Maguire qualified, winning 2 events actually. He won the World Cup for Scotland with John Higgins, and he also won the Six Reds World Championship in Bangkok, Thailand.
One. Judd Trump 1.
Yeah, the obvious target's the red near the right corner, but how does he get to it? It looks to me like the blue's in the way. If he's going to go side cushion, side cushion. Hit and hope.
Anyone hurt? Well, Maguire, I think, has left a red 2 in the left middle. Really whacked them, didn't he? So, good chance for Trump here to get going again in the opening frame. What Neil Fold said is right. Not all first-time world champions have adjusted to the new pressure on them, the new expectation. In fact, since Stephen Hendry, who had a great season as world champion, 1990, 1991, until Trump, only 2 others had actually won more than 1 ranking event in their season as world champion. John Parrott and Mark Selby. So Trump's become only the 3rd since Hendry to win more than 1 title, ranking title, as a first-time world champion.
9. $11. 12.
He's this season's leading century break maker, 28 already. Essentially all that promise he had as a junior, and he had plenty, he's now fulfilled, and I guess the next thing is just keep adding to the list of titles and achievements.
17.
Turned 30 in August, so time's on his side.
18. 25. 26. 32.
Quick check of the scoreboard. Red colour. That'll be the opening frame for the
33.
world champion.
$39.
Yeah, he had Maguire in trouble behind that brown. Maguire played the old hit and hope,
40.
trying to be lucky, but he left one on and Trump's done the rest. Just slightly lost the white there, but Maguire knows the
47.
frame's gone. Point is, with Trump, he's feeling the best he's ever felt in his life in terms of snooker. So as Hendry said at the start, he's the man to beat here. Made that look easy.
48.
It's amazing, isn't it? You know, he lost to Karen Wilson last year here, and there was all sort of question marks over him. You know, he hadn't won the tournament for a
55.
year. Is he really the real deal? Well, those questions have been thoroughly answered with the 6
56.
titles he's won in the last 12 months.
$63.
Seems to have got the measure of this table very quickly as well.
$64. $71. Thanks.
Yeah, just showing off his cue power. Here's Judd Trump
73.
brushing the colours in. Don't touch the cue ball, you do yourself a mischief.
76.
The amount of spin he gets on it is incredible.
So he's dominated
76.
the opening frame.
And the first frame.
Played a very good frame of snooker there, kept the pressure on Stephen Maguire. And the world champion off and running, leading in Coventry, 1-0. Welcome back to the Rico in Coventry. It's day 3 of the Champion of Champions, Judd Trump.
Judd.
Leads Steve Maguire 1-0 here
Thank
in
you.
Group
Second
2.
frame. Judd Trump to break.
Whoever wins will play either Karen Wilson or Tepchara Nu. They're up after this one. Well, Maguire didn't get much of a look in frame 1.
Yeah, part of the conundrum of playing Judd Trump these days is, alright, you set your stall out, you think, go out and play well. The thing is, he doesn't give you the chances that he, once upon a time he did. He'll give you chances for free. Those don't come along that often. Risky red to right middle. Turn it down. Just park the cue ball again. Quite clever, actually. He's almost trying to invite Stephen to play off the meat of the bunch, as it were. But it's a precarious old business doing that. You push reds into the open. Actually, using the new cue, Stephen Maguire's changed back to ash, which he, when he won the UK Championship in 2004, he was using an ash cue. Then it was maple for the last probably 10 or 12 years. Back to using ash again.
First appearance for him in this event for 4 years. 2015 was his last time in the Champion of Champions. Well, it could have been a lot worse for Maguire. He caught the jaws of the left corner. It was heart in mouth time as to where the white would finish.
Again, the point with playing Judd these days, 15 minutes into this match, Stephen Maguire's not had a look at anything yet. Just trying to keep Judd at bay. Time being. Yeah, probably odds against this red, but as long as he knuckles it, the red should stay down this end. Playing the cue ball onto the baulk cushion, so in behind the blue would be a bonus. Oh, that'll do. So for the first time he's really got Judd under some pressure. Good shot that, actually. I say the pot was tough. More important to get a good cue ball. Classy as always. Judd giving Brendan Moore a look at what he can see. It appears he can hit it full ball. Not sure if the red will pass, as is normally the case. Safety's more difficult than the pot. You have a go. Need some help.
Well, he came very close to fluking it, but finally Maguire has something straightforward to go at.
One.
Yeah, not easy to drop in a red off this half ball green. He may just elect, I think it'd be a good shot, Joyce, to disturb the bunch of reds. Try and make something happen. Yeah, that's what he's played. He's on one, it's not easy.
4.
Yeah, little look at the black. Black spot's tied up, so. The thing about this shot, and the players have been having this problem the first couple of days, you tend to screw back too much. How responsive this cloth is. Let's have a little look at how his cue ball. Yeah. Perhaps took his eye off the pot.
Well, it was a definite chance when he came to the table, but made just 4 from it. And he knows he might not get that many clear-cut chances today.
Four. Five.
Yeah, Judd's going to have that problem. The black goes on its spot if and when he pots it, which I expect he will do. It's going to be tied up. Maybe a little screw into a little bunch of reds, just try and loosen them up. Yeah, he didn't go in with any pace. Expecting a little more pace in that, just get the cue ball working, try and get those reds opened up. Still
12.
on one. Only just. Or is he? That was superb on this fast bed to hold that cue ball. I was saying about the black being tied up, and actually looks like it's on to right corner, so it's going to be a good chance after the next shot or two. Yeah, the black I don't think goes, so I'm going to be looking at the pink.
$18.
Such a heavy
24.
score, Trump. 644 centuries at the age of just 30. So already 5th on the all-time list. Changing here to his other hand.
$25. $31. $32.
See, this is where the beautiful
38.
cloth helps. You just feel he's going to finish top side of the pink every time. Just seems to glide up there.
39.
Takes the stress out of the break. Same here. Just a little bit of left hand side just to check the cue ball back up, and it'll make the journey no problem.
45.
Same again this time. There you go,
46.
just spinning up. This time he's just perfect.
Yeah, and he looks fresh as a daisy, doesn't he, despite all the travelling. It takes a long time to get back from Yushan, but just sort of picking up where he left off on Sunday when he beat Tepchara in that final. If it's Wednesday, it must be
52.
Coventry.
$53.
Maguire had a chance
59.
in this frame, but went wrong pretty quickly. Doesn't look like he'll get another one now.
60.
Trump has manoeuvred this cue ball superbly. It's pink and another red. It should be 2-0. Already one snooker needed. The red just to make sure.
66.
Stop any playing on.
67.
Sort of feels like Trump is the champion of champions, but of course he's got to prove it by actually winning this tournament
73.
that carries its name. He did get to the
74.
final in 2014 when he lost to Ronnie O'Sullivan 10-7, but since then has not reached the semi-finals, which of course is the stage he's looking to get to today.
$80. $81. $88.
Wasn't happy there. He wants the century. He wants another ton for the collection. And looks like he's going to get it.
89.
Oh, there's a little fly on the brown. It's just escaped just in time, it would seem. Could be the only thing that could stop Trump in this sort of form.
Yeah, he's taking these with a minimum of fuss. Remember the red to left
93.
middle that Stephen missed. And there's a lot of working out to the way they were sitting, but he just brushed these home. So assured.
98.
So this Brown then for his 29th century of the season so far. Delightful stuff from Judd Trump.
102.
He's in some form at the moment. So the break ends at 102. He pounced on the chance when Maguire slipped up early in the second frame, and Judd Trump already halfway to victory. He's leading by 2 frames to 0. So it's 2-0 to Judd Trump, and Stephen Maguire with it all to do. He's playing someone in the form of his life, and he's brought that out already here this afternoon in Coventry. A 102 to follow the initial 76 in frame
Thank
1.
you to third frame. Stephen Maguire to break.
And if it wasn't hard enough, Maguire's also, remember, fractured his ankle. That's why he's wearing that surgical boot. So he really is up against it here. Let's see what frame 3 has to offer. Of course, Trump has his brother Jack with him now on the tour, and they were both introduced to snooker by their father Steve, who Judd described as the biggest snooker fan in the world after he won the World Championship. He was certainly a natural. At the age of 8, Judd Trump won Bristol League Division 4 individual title, and then at 9 and 10 respectively the Division 3 and 2 titles. Incredible, really. But he's made good on all the potential. Not everyone does make that transition from the junior ranks to the pro ranks. But not even he can pot everything, and he's not potted that one.
He just could be doing with a good pot and positional shot here, Stephen. He probably, in his mind, he doesn't feel like he's part of the match yet. Only scored 4 points, red and a green, frame 2. Second chance then. What can he do? He'd love to play at dead weight, but hold for the black. It's tricky. Ah, good shot.
1.
Yeah, it'll be crucial. The red that's just about on the black spot. I don't know if that goes to right corner. Obviously doesn't. Yeah, slows up. He's all right. He's still on a red. Not easy. He did say, didn't he, that
6.
shots off the cushion he seems to be struggling more than others. Perhaps that was an indication, that blue there. He's still on this red.
Stephen Maguire, 6.
Oh, what a shot. Made to look
1.
ridiculously easy, but there was not a lot of room there. He actually potted it off the near jaw, didn't he? The other red was probably in the way just a fraction, so back in again.
Well, again, Maguire with the chance there, but
6.
in his seat, I'm sure with some concern, having sat out the last 2 frames to big breaks.
Seven.
Of course, Trump beat him on the way to winning the World Championship. Quarterfinals, 13-6. Oh, he's missed that one. That was surprising.
Judd Trump, 7.
First, what you'd say, regulation pot he's missed really today.
One.
I think the trouble with the injury that Stephen's got, that he's clearly struggling movement-wise. It's rhythm, isn't it? You know, when he gets his chance, how does he find any rhythm? Because it's just stop-start all the time. You know, even here, he's going to get the rest out, and just everything's uncomfortable. The sort of player that likes to grow into a match. As I say, rhythm's a important aspect of a snooker player's armoury. Yeah, he just can't get through the cue ball properly.
Eight.
Yeah, just looking at the average shot times for the season, Maguire for the season just over 23 seconds. In this match he's at 30 because he just can't move in the same way as normal.
Stephen Maguire, 8.
There's his calling card.
1.
Never touched the sides. Played it aggressively, was guaranteed to leave a red. Didn't even think about it. And what form he's in.
Eight. Nine. $60.
Oh, that's a heavy contact. You could
Good
actually
throw.
see that little white
60.
mark on the red as it went towards the middle pocket.
Yeah, not his fault. You could hear it, you could see it.
One.
Good initial red then. It's the first real proper shot he's put. I'd call a proper shot. That was very good now. And it looks like he's going to attack the bunch here off the side cushion. Good shot. No, he's got the gap. Still on this red. Anything but straight. He's just got a hint of angle on it, and this will be a
Six.
tester. Of course, the harder you hit it, the tighter the pocket becomes. And he's got to hit this with quite a lot of paste if he's going to get on the black. Might just take his medicine a little, leave the cue ball quite near the side cushion. Yeah, that's good thinking. Brilliant
7.
shot.
$40.
Well, the split could have been kinder.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be jacking up here, so Brendan Moore's going to have to keep a beady eye on this one. This could be a push. Difficult shot, this.
Yeah, it's been cleanly struck though. So what a chance then. And that kick that Trump received earlier could be a significant moment potentially. It's got Maguire going at least. Because it was looking certain to be 3-0 before that. And Trump was just unlucky with that.
$21. $22.
Yeah, this black then for 20 in front. Another 3 blacks would be 44 in front with 2 reds remaining. He won't be getting all blacks and 3 reds this time, so he's going to need
29.
one of the tricky reds if he's going to win the frame at this visit. He's just checking that. He might just play a little brush cannon in the pink. No, he's not. He's going deeper in the cue ball. Not interested in it.
30. 35. $36.
Yeah, it wasn't so much that one that
43.
was a bad shot, it was the bad angle from the initial red that left him wrong. Wrong angle on the black, so red's all in the open now. That 34-point lead he's got may not count for an awful lot. It's actually a clever safety
Stephen
shot to
Maguire,
leave that red in the
40.
middle of the table. Might just present Judd with a problem to deal with. Go back to his chair, Stephen. He'll be disappointed not to win the frame at that visit. Shaping up, looks like he's possibly taking this red on. Yeah, got it safe, but at least Stephen can just nestle a red onto the side cushion. And because he's got that red on the side cushion, it looks like he's having a pop at this thin cut to left middle. The red has some insurance.
Well, we'll see now whether that red does save him. Because he's left trump in. Kiss on the yellow didn't help either there. 34 in it then.
One.
Yeah, just lost the cue ball. He's playing off straight on the pink just to promote that red. The first time of asking. Don't know if he can do that now. It looks to me that he's going to miss the red in the top side of it playing the pink. So change of plan then.
Eight.
This time he could lift it, but is he brave enough to play it this time? Now going deep in the cue ball.
Nine. $16. Thanks. Judd trump, 60.
So you feel the frame becomes about this last red. 18 points separating the players.
Oh, by James, what a shot. Once again, it never touched the side. Clean as a whistle. Black's not really any good to him, but you're going to need cue power to get back up for the yellow off the spot effectively, but just a man for the job. No, he's played this lovely.
So the closest frame so far, but is it going to go the same way as the first two? Trump has his chance. Brilliant, ready, knocked in.
5.
Yeah, thinking about going round the houses. Pink off the spot might help him. See, playing it round the houses, it makes the pot easier. Yeah, he's going round. Can he avoid the cannon? Yes, he can. This is perfect.
8.
This is the thing with Trump. He's always had the talent, but right now he's got the confidence to play
12.
these shots. The ready knocked in. That green as well. No hesitancy at all playing them. Let's be honest, he was unlucky in this frame with
7.
the kick he got. After that, Maguire did have a chance, but Trump thumped in the red, and he now needs pink and black for 3-0.
23.
So Trump on the brink of victory, closest frame, but it's gone the same way as the previous two. Good little clearance that from the world champ. Maguire has it all to do. Judd Trump leading at the Ricoh in Coventry by 3 frames to 0.
Bring me to my knees. Oh yeah.
Welcome back. So Judd Trump leads Steve Maguire 3-0. If he does complete victory, he'll play either Karen Wilson or Tapchara Nu in the quarterfinals this evening.
Thank you. Frame 4. Judd Trump to break.
Trump cleared up from less red to black. Sounds straightforward. It certainly wasn't. The red was tough. He had to go all around the table off the green to brown, but he made the clearance and he's sitting pretty here. Needing one more for victory. Yeah, good break off with the cue ball close to that cushion. The exact spot Maguire was saying he didn't want to be playing from today.
That's just remarkable. That's what that is. Amazing shot. Any other player in the game taking it on, you think, oh, I don't really fancy this one, but once again brushed home the control, and it was incredible. What you don't see actually when Judd's playing on television, you don't actually realise how big a guy he is. He's so imposing.
8.
See him there. A big unit.
Not quite as big as his
Time.
brother, though. Jack, he's a giant, isn't he? Well, he's got his chance straight away here to kill it off, put himself through to the quarterfinals.
$60. $17.
It's going to be a tough afternoon anyway. The form trumps in, but in the injury that Maguire's carrying, clearly he was up against it.
$22. $23.
Yeah, getting the pink back in its spot. It's going to be available to right corner and left centre. Looks for all the world he's going to administer the old coup de grace right here and now. Judd Trump.
29.
He just does not look like missing at all.
$30. $36.
And for all he's quick round the, you know, when he's in scoring, he doesn't rush round the table, Judd Trump. He's got a nice little pace
37.
that I like. Always look at that, you know, you look at his shot, average shot time, it's very quick, but he doesn't rush. That's the key to it. He just ambles round the table almost,
43.
keeping everything the way it should be. Keep his breathing in check and just feeling calm generally.
44.
Yeah, what a wonderful moment it must have been for him when Phil Seymour, our MC, introduced him as world champion. He's got that to look forward to the whole season. It's almost worth a couple of frames, really, in terms of self-esteem.
51. $52.
I think a lot of snooker fans are looking forward to his first meeting with Ronnie O'Sullivan as world champion. Be interesting, of course, if it came here, because this is Ronnie's event, isn't it? He's never not been in the final. Now then, this has gone wrong, has it? Ooh. Can he still see the red?
57.
Just about. Just about.
$58.
Yeah, this is the last thing that could go wrong now. Not easy to drop on a red. A little cannon, just a little gentle cannon into the reds. Oh, brilliant. He's not perfect, but he should be all.
He's carrying on the form he's shown really for the last year.
$68.
Well, Maguire was never going to sit this out despite his injury. He's a tough competitor, but he's come up against someone in the form of his life. He needs one snooker, so I'm sure he'll play on.
Judd Trump.
Trump
68.
hasn't killed it off in one visit. 68, though, has put him on the brink.
1. Seven. Eight.
Yeah, it's all about a black and a pink off these two reds that are together. Then he would still be able to win with just the 1 4-point snooker, 4-point penalty.
$15.
As we all know, they're already wants to leave the one behind the black spot, leave that till the end if he can. As I say, he can take one more pink.
Six. $23.
Quite crucial here that he finishes either straight or high on the black. Get nice and tight to the final red. That's perfect.
24.
Yeah, probably like to have had the cue ball a wee bit closer to the red here, just
31.
to make it easier to try and get the cue ball tight on the black here. Now he wants the red in bulk, but not near a cushion.
Stephen Maguire, 31.
Yeah, good effort, good contribution, generous round of applause, but as I say, it was crucial getting the red in bulk. 37 behind, so one snooker, and he can win with a pink or a black, but you fancy Judd to hit this. Not a certainty. Good hit. Generous tap on the table. Actually, a few times from Judd. That was creative and fantastic execution. Now again, similar to last time, expect him to hit this, but not a certainty. Now then, wonder whether Stephen might consider, he's just checking the scoreboard, take red and pink and still have a 4-point penalty to win, but he'd need to get up behind that yellow off the pink. I don't know if he can do that. Yeah, playing in behind green. or brown, but he's found the gap. Snooker, possible enough in the right corner. Played it well. Now, can he get a red, pink or red, black this time? No, he's got it covered.
Yeah, he had a really good chance, didn't he? The first chance he had at laying the snooker, as he said, didn't. You can see from his reaction, he wasn't happy where the red finished. It was an easier escape than it could have been for Trump. Seen a lot of frames this week though where the player hasn't quite killed them off. Trump broke down on 68. If he'd have carried on, I'm sure by now they'd have shaken hands.
Yeah, one thing Judd's got to be careful here, and he'll be aware of it himself, is he doesn't want to put the red, I don't want to bring the green out either, but he doesn't want to put the red over a pocket, especially now that the green's in the open. Just reiterate, red, pink. It's still a 4-pointer to win. And where the yellow is, that's quite inviting. It's important Stephen keeps this safe. I'd love to get a snooker, but you're just waiting on that one chance, especially where the colours are sitting now with the black as is and the green as well. Chance of getting in behind one of those. That's why he's just played the containing shot. He's trying to buy himself another chance at the snooker. This is a good chance. Just off straight in the right hand side, cue ball on and off the cushion and behind the yellow. I think that's the shot. Going deep, so perhaps he's trying to peel off the red pink. Yeah. Stunning behind the green, but didn't execute it properly. Another half chance. And behind yellow.
One more roll of the cue ball. Been in trouble there. Well, the red goes in. There's effectively no way back for Maguire. And there it is. He has played well. He would have liked to have killed this frame off more cleanly, but should be over now. He can have a few hours rest until he takes on either Karen Wilson or Tepchire and Nu this evening. Well, Stephen Maguire was up against it from the start, obviously with his injury, but also because Judd is in the form of his life. And in just 66 minutes, he's put himself through to the quarter-finals of the Champion of Champions. He's beaten Stephen Maguire by 4 frames to 0.